Okay, so this is the you try it part for example 1. It says use each sample to make an estimate or prediction for the number of students in your school who prefer rap music. So that's important that we're looking at this column here. There we go. So what we do for you, we take a look at, all right, let's get rid of that. We look at that there's one person who liked rap music from the survey that I took from this sample out of the possible 20. And that means that there's, and from the problem we know that there's a total of 840 people in the school. So I don't know if you can hear the geese in the background, but they're going crazy. And that's going to equal a total of 42 people. Let me close my window for a second. I'm working in the office, and there it is. All right, so the same thing, you do the exact same thing for friend A. You know, we get 2 out of 20 times the 840, and that gives us 884. Same process. We look at the 1 for friend B and for friend C. We can see that it's the same number of people who said that their favorite type was rap music. So those are going to be 42 and 42. Those are the predictions we can make. We think about 42 people will like rap music according to that survey. And then according to friend D's survey, we can see that the most people are going to like it. So 3 out of 20 times 840 to give us 126 people. So those are our estimates. We've got 42, 84, 42, 84, 42, 42, and 126. Now we want to describe the center and the variation. In this context, the center means the median, as per our example. And then the range is the variation. So when we look at these, we've got 42. We put them in order for median. So we got 42, 42, and 42. And then 84 and 126. So our median, of course, is 42. So that describes our center. So our middle value would be approximately 42. And our range is 126 minus 42, because 42 is the smallest value. And that equals a range of 84. So our center for our estimates is 42, and our range is 84. All right, let's go ahead and do the second try it that we had. So after you've already done example 2, then what we're going to do is we're going to repeat example 2. So example 2 can be found in a different video. Example 2, but this time we're going to estimate the medians instead of the means. So when we look, I'm going to do sample A for you, and then you guys will be able to divvy up sample B, C, D, E, and F, etc. So sample A, if we look at this in terms of order, we want to note, okay, there's a 4. So this is A. There's 4. It looks like there's 3 6s. 6, 6, and 6. Looks like there's 2 7s. 7, 7. Looks like there's 3 8s. 1, 2, 3, 8, 8, 8. And then finally 10. And we know from the problem that there are 10 items. There are 10 items, so that means the middle value will be in between item number 5 and 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So right here is our median. And the number between 7 and 7 would be 7. So the median for sample A is 7. We go through that same process. For B, then C, then D, then E, and F. And we will find that the median for B, 7.5. For C is 8. For D, we can tell that it's quite small. For D is quite small. And that is 4.5. E is 8. And F is 8.5. So then the problem asks us, in example 2, the problem asks us to find the range. So our range is 8.5 minus 4.5, the biggest estimate and the smallest estimate. So that gives us a range of 4 hours. So that means that there's a variation in our estimates of 4 hours, which seems kind of a lot when comparing the data that we have here. Pretty spread out data. And then overall estimate, that means that we want to find the median of the medians to try to give us one number that can help us summarize all 6 of these surveys, one number that would help us represent that. So we put the numbers in order: 4.5, 7, 7.5, 8, 8, and 8.5. So our middle number would be in between number 3 and number 4. So that right here is our median. In between 7.5 and 8 is 7 3/4, or 7.75 hours. Sorry, my pen's not working very well right now. There we go. So that gives us our overall estimate. So if we look at the estimates of the hours worked based on these surveys, the overall estimate that we could say is on average, or in the middle, the center value would be about 7 3/4 hours worked.